Welcome to Unit 9.1. In this unit, we're going to learn about conditional formatting. Often you may find yourself selecting cells like this and shading them all red perhaps to highlight something to yourself. Instead of doing that, we have what we call conditional formatting, where it will automatically change color if a condition is met. For example, let's take our annual package. I'm highlighting the whole column. I only want to see salaries that are over 400,000. So in this case, I'm going to the home ribbon, and in there you've got conditional formatting. If I go to the first option, highlight cell rules, I'm going to say give me anything that is greater than 400,000. And fill it with, it's chosen the default light red fill. If I wanted something else, I could go custom format here and change my fill to dark red. I could put a different border around the outside, let's say. I could change the font, perhaps make it bold, change the color, or even change the number format if I wanted to. Click on OK and OK. And as you can see, there's my border, it's shaded red, text white. What is quite nice is that if I turn filter on, I can filter by color as well and just pull out my reds if I wanted to. Let's go clear the filter. How do I remove this formatting? Select the whole of column P, conditional formatting, and clear the rules from the selected cells, and it's gone. What you may want to do also is measure it almost like a graph. If I click on column P, go conditional formatting, I can use a data bar here. Choose a solid fill or whatever color you want, and this will tell you where you are on the scale. So basically it looks at all those numbers and finds a midpoint, an average, and you can very clearly see who's below and who's above. So if I went and put in a larger number here, you can see how it adjusts. This is quite useful if you had a whole lot of products on the left-hand side and you want to see how the products are selling relative to each other. You could also have salespeople there and you could see how they were doing in terms of their sales figures, etc. Who's leading the pack, who's falling behind, etc. Let's click on P, conditional formatting, and I'm going to clear the rules from the selected cells. We also have anything that is less than, between this and this number, equal to a text that contains a certain word. Remember, certain texts can also be made different colors, a date occurring before, after a certain date, and there's something called duplicate values here, which is also very handy. So in column A, I have some duplicate staff IDs here. So conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, duplicate values. I'm just going to leave it, or maybe let's make it a green fill rather this time, and OK. It's not picking up any yet, but let's put in a couple. Can you see how the duplicates are coming up in green, and I could then just filter them out. Also very, very handy for someone in a financial or accounts type position when you're looking at duplicate invoice values or something to that effect as well. Let's click on A, conditional formatting. Clear the rules from selected cells. You also have something quite fancy, which makes you look really clever and very polished. If I select column P, I can go and use the icon sets. So what it will do again is it will look at the average there, and anything that's above will be green, anything average will be in that orange color arrow, and anything beneath will be your red arrow. You also have the circles, you have the circles there, you have the indicators here. Once chosen, you can edit to make it do whatever you want. So let's choose the indicators here. So you can see these are below, this is above, this is about the average in between. Now, what I want is I only want anything above 400,000 to be a green tick. So let's click on column P. To edit this, let's go conditional formatting, manage the rules. And here I can edit the rule. So let's say with the green tick, when the value, and I need to change this to number, both of them, because they're not in a percent, when it is greater than 400,000, then make the tick green. Then when the value, so let's say now I just want a red X, and then this one, no cell. Anything that is less than 400,000 and greater than, let's say, greater than, let's say, just 0 there. Okay, so any number, in other words. And OK. And apply. OK. You'll see now there's only 2 icons here. Everything above 400,000 will be green, and anything beneath that from 0 to just before 400,000 will be in your red cross. Then to clear that, back to conditional formatting, clear the rules from selected cells. So you can either use greater than, less than, between. You have top and bottom rules, so you can say the top 10% of earners here, the bottom 10%, and 10% could be 20%. You can change it above and below. You have your data bars, which is almost like a graph, and then you have your icon sets as well, which you can edit. Clear rules from selected cells will remove, and manage rules when you want to edit one of the rules.